that's going to do it for the agency work here with Seattle. That puts us in position where we have a little bit more flexibility entering the draft. So let's turn our attention to it. Let's turn our attention to it and see what we can get done here. Hedley mentioned it. I wanna revisit it. Hedley's thought process is we go to the trenches here because we have Geno under contract. We have the 5th and the 20th selection, pair of first-round picks. We don't necessarily have to go quarterback 5th overall. We could potentially go quarterback with the 20th, depending on how things, how the board ultimately unravels. We could potentially trade up, or we may go day 2 with a quarterback selection. So I'm sure there'll be a conversation here at number 5. Let's see how it ultimately plays out. All right.
Is there a scenario where the Seahawks trade up to get Jalen Carter or Will Anderson?
Jalen Carter's what they need.
That's where I'm at. I'm with Jalen Carter all day long. I'm just saying we ain't got to do it. I'm just saying, is that a scenario that could happen?
How likely do you think that is?
They got 2 first-round picks, so and he would solve a big issue with them. He's a guy who can stop the runs, a guy who can rush the passer. He's gonna make everyone around him better. Period.
There's so many talented players along the down line, though.
I know. I
know. But Jalen Carter.
I get it. I guess the question is, do you think you're a Jalen Carter away?
That's the real question.
To me, that's the question, because to me, anybody trading up to 1, my thought process, and you didn't necessarily specify 1, but let's just say for argument's sake, if you're trading up to the 1 hole, it's got to be quarterback, right? It's got to be. I just don't see, even though Jalen Carter is the best player, best prospect in this class, I don't see a scenario where you're picking top 5 and you're going to trade up for a team that may be in the market for a quarterback, right?
Agree.
You're going to trade up for an interior defensive lineman. And again, you need to be strong up the middle. There's no question about it. Jalen Carter is worth the 1st overall pick. But when you have, again, your quarterback room, that cupboard is bare currently. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard for me to get my head wrapped around.
That keeps them from trading up. The emptiness that's in the quarterback room, it makes sense.
I agree with that, Jake. We saw DJ's maybe a couple hours ago. We saw his latest mock draft, and I believe we'll ultimately react to it. There's a possibility, depending on how things flesh out, especially with Tyree Wilson. His name keeps on.
That's like a favorite of Seattle.
The buzz continues to grow with Tyree Wilson. There could be a scenario where Will Anderson ends up in Seattle. Although I get it. The thought process is interior D-line, then edge. But of course, when you talk about a prospect like Will Anderson, you kind of throw those priorities out the window. So let's get started. Let's see how it ultimately works out. Nope, no Will Anderson. Went 1st overall, but Jalen Carter's there.
Let's go.
I don't think we're listening to anybody.
Nah.
We're not listening to anybody.
Running up to the podium right now.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, bro.
We got him.
We're not even paying any attention to CJ Stroud. We got Geno in tow. I love Stroud. I love the prospect. I think he's going to be a good one. But
somebody in the comment section is yelling right now, bro. CJ Stroud. I just want to put it out there.
I'm not mad at it. But with Jalen Carter on the board, I'm not sure I'm doing it. Not with Geno in tow.
Right.
Assuming you don't have Geno Smith, assuming your cupboard is bare at quarterback, then absolutely I would go with CJ Stroud. So Jalen Carter made a pick. I mean, they made it easy on this one.
Yeah, they did.
They definitely made it easy.
Conversation was for nothing, man.
For nothing. It went not for nothing. You know what I mean? Not for nothing, but good conversation nonetheless. All right. I mean, I just feel like we could sit back. We got Jalen Carter at 5.
Yeah, we good, bro. Feet up on the war table, chilling.
Wilson went pretty late. I think he went 12th overall to the Texans. So that was a little bit of a surprise. Okay.
Smith.
No, thank you, Tim. No, thank you. All right. And I want to make sure that our audience who may be joining us a little bit later, they get a sense of what we did in the off season. So you'll see that scrolling marquee below. Gentlemen, what do we do here at 20th?
Who's left at quarterback? Just wanna take a peek.
No.
Oh, everybody's gone. Everybody's gone.
You didn't see that?
Nah,
that's what I was watching.
I didn't see it. I missed it. It went quick. Blinked and it was gone.
I wouldn't mind going back to the trenches again with this pick. We were 30th in run defense. I know Jalen Carter solves a lot of that, but get another guy in the trenches, maybe an edge guy that could help against the run. I see a guy on the board, Lucas Van Ness. He's a power player from Iowa. Defends and run really well. He didn't start a game in college, but the tape is impressive, man. I think he's a first-round pick all day long. So Lucas Van Ness next to a Jalen Carter, I think you solve a lot of the run issues in Seattle.
You take him over Nolan Smith?
What about the second level of these? We'll come back to that conversation regarding Nolan Smith.
Yeah.
What about the second level of this defense? What do you think?
Well, Jordan Brooks, Tanner Muse is still on the roster, or
Nope.
No.
He's gone.
Yeah,
he's gone.
So Barton and Muse is gone. Okay.
Yeah. I was going there next, Jake. Brian Branch.
Getting safety.
That's a special player.
Yeah, he could tackle. He could cover. He could do it all.
I'm gonna say this. I prefer Drew Sanders, Trenton Simpson, and maybe even Noah Sewell over Brian Branch. But that's just me.
Oh, you crazy, bro.
I'm just. That's just me, bro. Can't put it out there.
You crazy.
I threw Noah Sewell in there.
You throw Sewell in there. That's
I did.
Yeah.
That's what you like?
You jumped the shark.
Egregious, bro.
Hey, man. I'm just saying, man. I probably go linebacker before I go D-line and before I go safety. I'll
okay, so you're in the camp of the second level of the defense. I'm of the mindset best player available within the front seven. Although Brian Branch does throw a bit of a curveball in there. Yeah, Jake. He said Sewell.
I said Sewell.
He said
man.
Sewell.
I did.
He said it.
Well, let me say this. Can I pull back a little bit?
Clean it up.
What pick are we?
Number 20.
20? Yeah. Okay. Maybe not at 20 because of who's already on the board. But if the top two players let's say Sanders was gone and Simpson was gone and it's Sewell and Branch, there's a discussion in the room. I need my I need the guy who scouted Branch and I need the guy who scouted Sewell to come and we're gonna have a conversation. That's how that's gonna go. I'm gonna tell him get on the table.
Short conversation.
It's gonna be a short conversation. It's time to get on the table.
Yeah.
Talk to the guy.
The versatility, man, coverability, like you just said, Jamal Adams is no longer there, man. He could tackle. He does it all, man. Sewell has a lot of issues he has to clean up, man. I don't even know if he's a day 2 pick, man. He might fall to day 3. He might fall to day 3.
Combine will decide his fate. Put it that way.
All right. So we're clearly not taking Noah Sewell with the 20th overall pick. All right. So the question comes down to Trenton Simpson, Drew Sanders. We have Luke Van Ness, Nolan Smith. I'd like to have that conversation between those two prospects. And then, of course, Brian Branch needs to be part of the conversation. I know, Derek, your concern is we're going back to that. Well, it's a little bit different. It is a rookie contract. And he's a much more versatile player than Jamal Adams is. So that's the difference here. Brian Branch is legit. There's no question about it. So what do you think as far as Lucas Van Ness and Nolan Smith? When you kind of juxtapose those two players, which direction? Who do you think is a better fit in terms of Seattle?
To me, maybe Nolan Smith because they're probably running that 34 defense like you said earlier. Nolan Smith could drop back in coverage. I think better than Van Ness can. So maybe Nolan Smith is the better fit. And Smith could also defend the run, but I think Van Ness has more power to his game. He's a bigger guy, so
he's more of a true down lineman. I think you have to think about some of the existing contracts and what it looks like at the edge. You know, Chuna Nwosu is going into the last year of his deal. I believe Darrell Taylor going into the last year of his deal. You got Boye Mafe, right, a player that we like, but you know, beyond 2023. We're not sure exactly what it looks like at edge. I mean, and when I mean edge, I'm talking about your outside linebacker, not necessarily your 5 technique in an odd man front. You understand what I'm saying? I'm actually good with both players, but that's the case for Nolan Smith over Lucas Van Ness. Drew, you want to prioritize the second level of the defense, so I'm willing to hear your case.
I mean, you got 2 guys that fly around the football, keep them boys free and let them do work. And Trenton Simpson and Drew Sanders both guys can blitz, both guys chase and run. the new age linebacker. Obviously, you know I like Drew Sanders more than I like Trenton Simpson. It's very close. If I have to pick a linebacker, I'm going Drew Sanders, but it's very, very close between him and Trenton Simpson. But I understand the D lineman talk though, man. I do. I really do. This is a hard decision, man. We use it all the time.
We didn't even mention Brian Brzee. We didn't even mention Brian Brzee.
Yeah, we didn't. Damn, this is tough.
And we're at 37 as well. We had to pick at 37 as well.
I think one of these guys will still be here. I think you got to go linebacker here.
Yeah, if we're looking at the board and the depth at the position, there's going to be a lot of D linemen we could get on day 2. I think linebacker is a class where, you know, it's like some of those top guys, Drew Sanders and Trenton Simpson, and I think it's a little bit of fall off after that.
After those guys,
I'm not mad at Drew Sanders here at number 20, but Brian Branch is ranked higher than any of those players, you know, on my board. So,
all right. So who you got, Headley?
Make the decision, bro.
I'm going Brian Branch, man.
Here we go. Jake, look what you done did, man.
I'm going Brian Branch, man. It's just, I think he's the superior talent. I think he could help them in the pass game and the run game. He can match up with any of those slot receivers or those tight ends. I just think it's just the versatility that he brings. I think he can help that Seattle defense on the back end.
Yeah, Jake, I watched your video, man, on Brian Branch. So I'm a plug. I watched
shout
it.
out. Check that out.
It was nice. It was a good scouting report on what Brian Branch is. So go check that out at Jake's channel, please.
Was it enough to convince you to take Brian Branch here, though? Was it enough?
No, I still like my linebackers, bro. Still like my linebackers.
No, you could have had Sewell, man.
No. Listen.
I got you, Dollar Bill. I got you. We gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. I have a problem with safety. That's my problem. It's a position that I don't rank high just in general, just the nature of the position for me.
Hey,
although I know what Branch can do.
That's disrespect. I'm a safety.
Hey, man. Hey.
That's disrespect.
Yeah, but
and Branch can come down and play corner. Branch come down and guard slot. So he
can. But you got to go watch the scout report. Jake said he got some issues, man. He got some issues. But we can go Brian Branch.
Wait. So if you are vehemently against Brian Branch, where do you compromise? Where's the compromise then? If you're vehemently against Brian Branch.
The compromise is, bro, we going Drew Sanders, bro. That's the compromise.
That's the compromise? No, that's who you want. That's who you want. What's the compromise? That in other words, if you're not going Brian Branch,
I'm not going.
Then who's the player? Who's the player that you guys agree on?
No, I like Drew Sanders. I like Drew Sanders a lot. You know how I feel about Drew Sanders.
There we go.
I'm with Drew Sanders. But I think Brian Branch is a little bit better player overall. But you know, the position need at the linebacker, I think Drew Sanders is the fit for Seattle.
All right, let's do it.
Let's plug him in, man.
Let's plug him in.
The comments gonna get us, man.
That's fine.
You know the comments gonna get us, bro.
There. That's fine though.
All right,
let's talk about it.
Headley and Drew went with Drew Sanders. I'm gonna put it out there. Put y'all out there, man.
Brian Branch was my first option, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You could have made the decision. We left it to you on the table. No, we're not. No, bro. We're not.
You're not liking that?
No, because we got to make sure that we lock in one of these D linemen, Nolan Smith.
Ooh.
I hear that.
Ooh.
Who out there? Nolan Smith still out there?
Let's see. Who was giving up the booty here? There was
the Bears
and the Chargers. So we'll see. Oh, there go your boy Noah Sewell.
Come on, man. Let's not do this.
Luke Van Ness is still available.
Ooh. See like what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do that.
Like that.
Let's do that.
All right. Worked out nicely.
All right. D-line is officially fixed, bro.
We got him.
And those guys are going to protect Drew Sanders, keep him free.
Yeah, that run defense, Jordan Brooks for another 200 tackles.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, that run defense looking good right there.
What are we looking for now, man? What are we looking for? So let me go ahead and get out there.
Interior offensive line.
D-line.
Interior offensive line. I like it.
What does safety look like? Brian Branch still out there? Chris Smith is out there.
Sidney Brown
out there.
Jamie Robinson out here.
Oh, Jamie.
Jim Mack was stocking him up. He was talking him up today on Twitter. I think he was on a pod talking him up.
Another pick at 83 as well. Yeah, I already know. Jake. I already knew you were going to say Chris Smith. I already knew Jake was going to say Christopher Smith. I already knew that one was coming. Let's see here. Let's take a look around. Brent, I just have a feeling. I have a feeling Brent's going to end up in Seattle. Yep.
We can get it with the 83rd pick. Let's see. Might be able to pick him up.
There's the darling right here. This is going to be the combine darling of Keon White. Look at Will McDonald still out here.
But that O-line, man, you don't think Seattle need to address that O-line?
Interior.
I mean, but to what degree, though?
We ranked 18th in rushing. Gabe Jackson ain't been the same.
Yeah, he ain't been the same.
There are concerns about him. Yeah.
I don't think they have a center right now on the roster.
They don't. What's the center look like? My guy's gone. I was looking for my guy.
John Michael Schmitz.
Yeah, he's a match made in heaven for those guys. But we had to fix the defense. We could go Cody Marsh right here, throw him at center. I wouldn't be mad at that because to me he's a guard or center. I'm not mad at that.
Do you move Lewis to center and go Steve Avila?
Yeah, I think
that's crazy right there, Jake.
So I'm not entirely comfortable with Lewis playing center. I love Avila at guard though. I feel a little bit safer.
We don't have to come off of Cody Moss if that's how you feel about it. I get that.
I feel a little bit safer with him playing center than I do Lewis, and just leave Lewis at guard and let's run it.
All right. Are you on board with that? Or are you thinking safety?
No, I like Marshall or Avila in this pick. I think that interior O-line definitely needs to improve. You got a beast at running back in Kenneth Walker. So we want to hand him the football, and I think one of those two interior players will be a good fit for Seattle.
All right, let's do it. Say it with your chest.
Cody.
We in the trenches out here, man.
We are in the trenches. Musgrave, Cedric Tillman, A-Chain to Dallas, Battle, Bergeron, Charbonnet, Gervin Dexter, Jalen Duncan, Avila. Scott went much earlier than I anticipated. Olawatumi went early.
Chris Smith got out of there.
Yeah. Darius Rush, Luke Kelly.
Come on.
Addison Wanya. Keon White just went a couple picks ago.
I seen that.
Round three.
Washington, Derek Carr. Oh my God, Derek Carr. I like the fit with Tampa. Thank you very much. Appreciate you out there.
My boy Jamie. My boy Jamie's still out there. Man.
Jamie's still out there. What was the other safety? It was Jamie and it was another safety.
He might still be out there.
Chris Smith.
Oh, it was three of them.
Chris Smith got picked.
It was
Sidney Brown. It was Sidney Brown.
So who do you prefer, Adley? Who do you like more?
Man,
I think we need to draft Will McDonald, bro.
Right here,
edge. Get after the quarterback.
Yeah,
special.
Pass up on a safety.
Yeah.
Looked at it for 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't pick for 50. Was that 40 picks after that, bro?
It's a minute. It's a minute. Will McDonald definitely won't be there.
No, he definitely won't be there. He's special, man.
I can live with a Brandon Joseph.
I can live with a Brandon Joseph. I like Jair Brown from Penn State.
You got Jair Brown.
He goes around the football. I like him as well.
Absolutely, Derek. Best player.
Go ahead, man. Pull the trigger.
Let's do it, man.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look around. Got your boy Rashid Rice out here. Brent's is still available. Wow.
And just so anybody knows, Will McDonald is he's an Attack on Titan fan. He likes Levi. That's his guy. Just so that y'all know.
Let's go ahead and grab Will McDonald, man.
Had a discussion with him at the Senior Bowl, chopping it up, getting our nerd on. It's okay.
You gotta get your geek on from time to time.
I think he has the potential to be special. I think the only thing is coming out of college. I think I just didn't like the scheme he was in, man. Like what they was doing with him. He said he wants to rush the passer more.
Gone, by the way.
See.
I mean, you gotta,
See, it is what it is. We knew it.
They went. All those 3 guys or those 4 guys went in like 5 picks.
Or who just came off the board? Hendon
And
Hooker.
Hooker. I was gonna say that.
I was
I
looking-
wonder if that
I was
may be an
looking at
option for them. Maybe an option for them. With the 83rd pick. To be
Yeah,
honest
you got
with
the
you,
boy right here though.
assuming Will McDonald's not on the board. You know how I feel about Jaron Hall.
Well, that's your boy now.
That is my guy, bro.
See, I like Brandon
Brandon
Joseph.
Joseph.
Okay, he's there, bro.
I like him.
Let's do it.
You don't even need to think about it.
He's the one who put
Ooh,
JSN
Byron
out
Young.
for the year, just so that y'all know. And that vicious hit on the sideline, man. I think he's a headsy, smart football player.
Yeah, Will McDonald needs to work on some functional strength. He needs to
I'd
be
agree.
better at the point of attack when it comes to run defense. But the way he moves, the way he moves, and those natural pass rush ability, the agility, the explosiveness, the ability to bend the edge, you just can't teach that stuff.
Nope.
You can't teach that stuff. And it's because of that pass rush upside. He's starting to be mocked in the first round. I imagine some of the national pundits, they hear the whispers. They hear the whispers around it, and having an opportunity to see him live in Mobile, it really solidified it for me that he shouldn't get out of the second round. I don't know if he's going to end up in the first round. I think quite a few people believe he belongs there, but he should not get out of the second round. And we were able to get him in the third in this particular mock draft. So, you guys are comfortable with Brandon Joseph, right?
Yeah, he's a heady football player. The only thing with him is he missed a lot of tackles in 2021. So hopefully, clean that up a little bit. But coverage ability, he can read and react, come downhill really fast. And like Drew said, man, he knocked JSN out that game, man. Bad intentions.
Bad intentions.
He won't have to be doing too much tackling with what they got up front, bro.
I love it.
You know
The only thing I might state here is we didn't necessarily get that opportunity to bring in Hendon Hooker, right? Would you prioritize Jaron Hall over the safety here?
Jaron Hall will be there.
You think so? At 153?
Yeah, and if he's not there, we'll go Jake Haener, bro.
Go with Jake Haener?
Yeah, okay. DTR out there. I don't know if you like DTR.
I like Malik Cunningham, man.
Malik,
about y'all, but I like Malik.
There.
Yeah. They say Malik finna run faster than Vic, man. I believe it when I see it.
Can't throw like Vic, though.
He ain't look like that on tape, man.
No, I believe it when I see it, man. I don't know about that one, but we'll see. Big speed. That's our receiver from Princeton. Sean Tucker. So many good running backs. Abanikanda in the fourth. Okay.
Yeah, we could get running back too.
Homer,
Rashad Penny,
Homer and Penny are out. So a lot of good ones going in this fourth.
I was talking
round
on mute. My bad. Kendra Miller.
Yeah, I like Kendra too.
He'd be a good fit. He would match. Him and Kenneth Walker a little similar.
You should typically take a trade like this, but for our purposes, we'll just relax our spirits.
Right.
All right. So Jaron Hall is still available.
He's still get home.
And Kendra, as well as Deuce Vaughn. Ooh.
We pick up 3 picks later?
Ooh. Yeah, we do.
All right, go ahead and take Jaron Hall.
Okay. And then come back and get one of those 2 backs.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Sound like a plan to me.
Oh, Tampa Bay.
Why
do you do it?
Look at Kendra Miller.
Cold-blooded.
The consolation prize is Deuce Vaughn. I'm not mad at it.
I'm mad at it.
Yeah, Deuce Vaughn's a weapon too. He's not just a running back, catch out the backfield. His ability to make cuts after one cut after the next cut, it's amazing, man. And he's a dynamic weapon. So I like Deuce Vaughn a lot.
Yeah. Kansas State don't do what they did this year without excluding Kansas. Yeah.
Jalen Carter, Drew Sanders, Lucas Van Ness, Cody Mock, Will McDonald, Brandon Joseph, Jaron Hall, Deuce Vaughn. This is a really good class. I mean, Seattle cleaned up last year in the 2022 NFL draft. They come away with something that looks like this. Assuming Geno Smith's on the roster, then yeah, man. You should be really excited. The 12 should be really, really excited.
What pick did Hendon Hooker go? Because I would think in reality, Will McDonald's not going to be there, and that might be the Hendon Hooker pick, right?
That 83 spot.
That third round.
The Hendon Hooker pick, Yeah, mid third round there. We can add a pair of 6th-round picks here.
Yeah, what I do?
Let's do that. Let's give ourselves a little bit more flexibility here.
They really don't like KJ. KJ. God, I can't talk. KJ Henry. Yeah, they really don't like him. Was not on him.
Got the size. He got the athleticism.
He does.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, we have the 201 and the 203 here. Our last 2 selections.
Can you get Payne Durham for me, please? Is that allowed?
I can.
Okay.
Are you okay with that, Headley? You okay with the Payne Durham?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You sure? You don't sound convincing.
I like offensive line, man. I think offensive line is still a need for Seattle. I know we got one Cody Marsh, but I think they need more.
So what are we looking like right now at O-line? Right, we got Cross, Lucas at the tackles, Lewis at one guard, Marsh at the center, and then who's at our other guard? Gabe Jackson. That we're not necessarily sure about right now. Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, let's just take a look. We got a couple of picks here within the next 3 selections. So you got Alex Forsyth. Your boy Jake Andrews had a rough week in Mobile. That's for sure.
Jovan Gwynn, I thought he played well. He came in late in the Senior Bowl. I think he was there the last day, and watching the practices, he looked good. I wish he would have got more run, but he just didn't get it. So
Warren McClendon, Richard Guerrero, Carter Warren,
and Joey Fisher's balling out there at the I think it's the NFLPA Bowl. Said he was hemming folks up out there as well. So that's an option.
That's your boy Dorian Williams out here.
We got Dorian.
Bingo.
We got Jacorian Bennett's out there too.
Yeah.
I think we might have to take a corner though. I think we might. Do we pass up on the tight end?
Got some good players out here, man.
They really do, bro. I'm glad you traded for them 2 picks.
Yeah, we should get Payne Durham here.
Get Payne Durham.
Yeah, extension of the offensive line as well.
He is. I just want to talk through that real quickly. So Noah Fant's going into the last year, his deal. Will Dissly is, I know that's your guy, Drew, but he's overpaid. And I think they have one more tight end on the roster. So long term, Payne Durham makes sense.
Right.
Short term, not sure exactly. I mean, they play all their tight ends, so he's going to get some level of run. But Headley, you mentioned the offensive line, more from a depth perspective, though, right? You're not looking necessarily for a starter at this juncture. And then corner, you want to obviously bolster that group. You can never have too many good corners. So with KJ Henry on the board, though, are you good? Going in a different direction based on who's available.
Yeah, I think we did enough on the line with Jalen Carter, Van Ness, and Will McDonald. So I don't think we got to push a KJ Henry. I think Payne Durham is a better need right now for Seattle.
Okay. So with Durham. You want some more picks? That's a bit too much.
Just giving away the farm the rest of the draft.
Oh man, Jacorian Bennett.
There you go.
What are your thoughts on Bennett here, Headley?
Oh, I like Bennett, man. We saw him at the Senior Bowl.
Speed, hip pocket.
Yeah, other than Darius Rush, man, this guy was in the hip pocket, reading receivers' routes. He was sticky out there in coverage. So, I think Seattle could use him. They hit last year on the Woolen Bryant in day 3. So this is another day 3 corner that they could potentially hit on as well.
Pair of Senior Bowl participants last year as well.
Yep.
So going back to the well here in the Senior Bowl at the cornerback position, and the thing about Bennett that I think was most impressive was the makeup speed. He's got to be careful. He's got to trust his speed and not get too handsy, but he can certainly close even if beaten. All right. That's going to do it. Drew, what you think about it? Is this sexy? Is it pretty? Is it lovely? What do you think about this draft class?
It's pretty sexy. It's beautiful because we came into this draft thinking, okay, we gotta fix this D line. We initially was talking about Jalen Carter trading up to 1 or 2 to get him, and he fell at 5. It was. I mean, you can't make that up, bro. It just kind of happened, and we went with that. And I think they fixed the front 7 specifically, and Cody Marsh, who can play any of the 5 positions. I think he's probably going to be a better center or guard than a tackle. Obviously, But I think with adding him there, I think you're good. And then Will McDonald is kind of the what do I want to call him? It's kind of a secret weapon. Yeah, wild card. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. He's kind of the wild card because he's not a guy that you have to actually put out there and start. He's just a guy you can, just kind of wait till he get ready and play him in optimal pass rush situations. Let him do his thing, man. We'll figure the rest out later.
All right, Headley. Your favorite selection? You can't be Carter, can't be Sanders, can't be Van Ness. Your favorite selection?
I'm gonna go with Deuce Vaughn, man. Deuce Vaughn's my guy.
I know you are.
He's a little undersized, so teams might not take a chance on him early, but he's just so dynamic in the run, the pass game. He's tough, man. We call him mini Austin Eckler. So, I think he could potentially give somebody. Kenneth Walker's a beast as well. So that 1-2 punch, he can help in the pass game.
Yeah.
So I like that pick a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna surround Geno here in 2023. All right, appreciate it, Derek, Jake, rocking with us. They approve.